they are very blasphemous, really blasphemous. They depict things that I have never seen in life, things that you could only see in hell. Hello, my name is Alaska and I do have Scrupulosity Ocd. If you don't know anything about it, this subtype involves religious anxiety and moral perfectionism. It isn't the same as being religious or spiritual. The people suffering from this OCD subtype are very concerned with whether they have thought or done anything that could be considered a sin. It is like that. It can cause great amounts of guilt. My intrusive thoughts and memories were driving me crazy. I would leave suddenly to be in a private space where I could pray and ask for forgiveness. I have suffered immensely from intrusive statements, so to speak. What I mean by that is that in my mind I would listen to whole phrases that I disagree with and they are making me upset or sad or afraid, and these phrases are very disrespectful and they are exactly what I hate to hear. But I was always very afraid that God or universe gonna think that I am the one who thinks it. So I had to go to the balcony and pray to the skies, ask for forgiveness and make it as clear as possible that this wasn't me. That was something else, but this wasn't me. I was terrorized by my mind's creations 24/7. I would be afraid and in panic that in any moment, any minute, my mind could generate a sinister thought like that. And of course, I knew that every time that a thought like that would be generated, let's say, I would have to pray again and again, and I would be hoping that I would be able to pray without having any intrusive thoughts, because I have to pray again, and I could feel very bad and very sad when this was happening, which is every day and every night basically. That was and is one of my biggest worries, that God, universe, however you can call it, is gonna think that this is me, but these thoughts aren't mine. Like I said, every time that I would have these intrusive thoughts, I would pray to make sure that God knows that this wasn't me. Moreover, you know that these intrusive thoughts would occur especially if I was in front of a mirror or in a lift. If it is 3:33, my OCD would be triggered even more. And as you know, whenever this kind of intrusive thoughts would occur, I wouldn't study, work, go out, or even take a bath. And since I was bombarded daily by this kind of intrusive thoughts, I could be miserable for weeks. Let's move on. Intrusive images, visions. These are very bad. These images involve what you care the most, what you love the most, and they are very blasphemous, really blasphemous. They depict things that I have never seen in life, things that you could only see in hell. Even if I wanted to stop existing, to escape hell, I was very much afraid that I would end up right there. Even death wasn't a comfort anymore. You cannot escape these sounds and images, even with your eyes closed. I was trying to be pure and I was failing again and again and again. Even going to the restroom could feel disrespectful, depends on what time it is or what thought I had before. So you understand that even the action of going to the bathroom would be very anxious, because I was trying to have positive and pure thoughts overall in the bathroom, where, as you can imagine, I would fail. Even certain body movements or sensations could be interpreted as disrespect in my mind. I was trying to be pure, but I failed a million times. In front of the mirror, I was impure. In the bathroom, I was impure. Before sleeping and after waking up, I was impure. At 12 AM and always I was impure. So I had to ask for forgiveness, take a bath again, wash my hands again. Today I'm an impure pig, but tomorrow, if I will do everything right, maybe I will not burn in hell. Funny is that sometimes, even if I wanted to do something, for example grow my hair, I would be searching online to see if the Bible agrees with it. But the funny thing is that I'm not even a Christian like that. I mean, I'm not a Christian. I just believe in a higher power in universe, in something bigger than us. My OCD though has a lot of times Christian themes, but it can attack every religion and whatever I perceive as pure and as something that is sacred, especially in things like that they tend to be, for example, whatever religion, because I respect every religion. My OCD could be triggered and I would listen or see things that I wish I had never seen or listened. So, in case you want to know about my background, my family isn't super religious. My mother is religious, but like very normal, not something crazy. When I was young, I was pretty religious. I can remember myself when Christmas and in general holidays, I was singing like a priest, psalms. So until 16 years old, 17 years old, I think I was Christian. But after I became atheist, until I found my faith in universe, I just believe in something higher than us, in a higher power, call it however you like, call it God, call it universe. And yeah, I don't think that religion is to blame, nor I have been traumatized by religion or by anybody who tried to force religion on me. No, I just have OCD and my OCD attacks whatever I perceive as pure, because even if I'm not Christian anymore, I respect all religions and I perceive them as something pure. So as you understand, a lot of times the topic of my OCD is religion, even if I'm not religious.
Can pick up whatever it perceives as pure.
Whatever I perceive as pure or as sacred, my OCD threatens. But we create this video, hopefully, for people that have this specific type of OCD, not only, but especially for them. Because before getting diagnosed with OCD and before finding all of this content online, I thought that was just me, that this is who I am, and I was hating it. I thought that only me and the worst people in the world have the thoughts that I have. Still, I have intrusive thoughts, but I just don't perform any compulsions anymore, apart some mental ones that they are like tick, you cannot really control them. But that is why we create these videos. If you are somebody who has OCD and you think that this happens only to you, or you are shy or afraid to talk about it to somebody, at least you can start with us, since we are talking about this as openly as we can. I just think that the best thing is to talk about OCD and in general about different mental illnesses, to not make it such a taboo, especially to somebody who is suffering from it and he should ask for help. Just make sure that you can find a good psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, whatever. Make sure that he is an OCD specialist and ask for help. But I don't know, we created videos in case that they do have some value, that our experience have some value, so we want to create videos to share them. And something else, I had to trust universe. If you believe in something, I did this. I had to talk since I believe that it hears me, he or she hears me, and I had to say that I would stop performing any compulsion, and I'm not being disrespectful, I'm just sick, and I have to trust that this higher power is knowing that I do suffer from it, and I just stopped performing compulsions. It was very hard. I mean, I was very anxious, but I wasn't hiding anymore, because before I would avoid to trigger my OCD. Now I don't even care. I mean, I just don't perform compulsions anymore, and these thoughts that were terrorizing me before, causing me anxiety, I could never believe that after some months even, they would just stop giving me anxiety, or they are giving me a minimum anxiety so I can ignore them and I can forget even about it. Yeah, OCD is just a big ass liar, and all the threats are just empty threats.
And remember that you aren't your thoughts.
I'm gonna read this because I have written it. Some signs and symptoms of scrupulosity. Some common obsessions and things like that are the following: blasphemy, showing lack of respect to God or something holy. Thoughts of having sin. People would be actually very concerned about if they are behaving in a moral way. Thoughts and concerns that involve hell. They are afraid a lot of times that they might go to hell. The theme a lot of times is purity. or having pure thoughts. They want to be pure. They are afraid of losing impulse control, and their obsessions a lot of times have to do with death. They are worried about death. So, as I have said a lot of times, I'm not a doctor or psychiatrist, nor my wife is a doctor or psychiatrist. We are just kids. I have been diagnosed with OCD, and my wife is supporting me, and I'm open to share. So we try to share our experiences and our observations, and we would very much appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe.